Hey guys, and welcome to Do Tell. I am one of your hosts, Layla.
And this is the other host, Sanjana.
Now, guys, this world right now is going a little bit crazy, as we can kind of tell.
It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And, it's a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah, it can be very overwhelming for most.
Mm-hmm.
And we can kind of relate to that a little bit, like over the course of the past few weeks, like of coronavirus and then, the protests and whatnot. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot. It's really a lot.
Yeah, and also, it did not, it happened really quickly.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was no, let me process this for a moment time period. It was just one thing after another.
Yeah.
And, I feel like this is something that needed to be like that, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Like, not even kidding you, like, all of these events that happen, it's like not once the event's over, another thing happens. It's like on top of another event, this
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
It's
But
insane.
yeah, it is. But at least, the society is taking action.
Yeah,
And yeah, so I'm proud of that.
it's quite interesting to actually see like the world come together towards these things and like, celebrate with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, I know we took a break for last week
Yeah.
to kind of, let everything, let you guys have a conversation and all
Yeah.
of that. But we decided to be back and talk to you guys again because we missed you so much.
Yeah, we know that like some people, like whether it's like a podcast or YouTube channels, like they aren't posting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we understand that, but like for us, it's like kind of we can't really stop because if we did, then we'd kind of just be in the shadows.
Yeah.
So we still have some content to come out, but we want to like kind of be when you listen to this podcast, a little bit of like a side note away from what's happening.
Yeah, we just want you to have an escape where you can take a moment and
Yes, an
just
escape.
have fun. Our
Yeah.
episodes are like 20 minutes, so 20 minutes of fun.
Yeah, exactly. A little
Yes.
bit at a time. And like last week, as we didn't have an episode, we kind of like sent out a little message to y'all just saying like to take the time like that you would listen to the podcast and just talk to like a family member, friends, or whatever about like the situations that are happening on the world so you're not alone.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's a conversation that everyone needs to have, and
Hmm.
we're more than happy to give you that time. I
Yeah.
hope that you guys use that time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in today's episode, we kind of just wanted to address all the chaos that's kind of overwhelming to people, like no matter what your age is.
Mm-hmm.
And trust us, we completely understand how stressful it can be.
Yes.
And we're only like teenagers, so that's like even kind of worse to hear that from us. But
Yeah,
it's
it is.
true. It's true.
I mean, we are literally seeing history happen before us.
I know it's insane. Like,
I
I did
know.
not expect it to happen that way, but it just did.
Yes. And I feel like this was long overdue. Like, this needed
Oh,
to
yeah.
happen such a long time ago. And, now that it's
Oh,
happening.
yeah, it is way overdue. Like,
Yes.
yes, it needed to happen and it did. I'm glad it actually, happened for people.
Mm-hmm. So basically, now we thought during this, stressful time period, people can start to lose themselves a little.
Yes.
And yeah. And we thought it'd be really important to let you guys know that at this time, loving yourself and, being taking care of yourself, that's very important. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, guys, as we said in like the beginning, we can, quite cope with y'all. Like, not like the same way that many have been dealing with different situations, but we know that this time can be very stressful. And so, me and Sunshine just wanted to, like, de stress you and kind of give you like a little bit of realization that you're not alone in this. Trust us. Like, it happens to
Yes.
all. Like me and Sanjana, I'm sure, like, I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure that we've all been stressed about, like,
Yeah.
no matter what it is. Like the
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming situations in the past and now.
Yes, that actually reminds me of a conversation that I had.
Okay.
I've had the same conversation with you, but
Okay.
this conversation with some other person. I don't know if she wants me to mention her name, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
But I think like people need to know about this conversation, and I'm not gonna mention the details either, because you
Yeah.
know,
Understandable.
yeah. But so we were talking, and she was sending me like things about the protests and stuff, and she was like having a moment where she felt like almost dumb, that because she didn't know a lot of stuff and she was posting
Mm-hmm.
them before knowing about it and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I just I just wanted to address that, because I feel like a lot of people can feel dumb or like powerless because they don't know what's happening,
Yeah.
and they don't know if everything they hear is truly correct
Uh,
or anything like that. Um, I just wanted to say that recognizing that you are not completely correct is a learning experience. You don't have no one's going to be 100% correct all the
oh
time,
no.
you know.
Yeah. I can understand where she's coming from because, like, yeah, you can get misjudgments from, like, the news or media that could be totally false. It happens all the time. And,
Mhm.
like, you could see, like, a story about, like, Kim Kardashian moving out of her house, which actually there is a story about that. I don't know if it's true or not, but, but yeah, it could be false. It could not, you just don't know. You can't take other people's words and just turn it into, like, say, that? Oh, yeah, that totally happened. You
Mhm.
gotta, like, first off, do your research, honey. Make
Yeah.
sure you're
And
right.
yeah, exactly. And also, like, if you learn that you are not correct,
Mm-hmm.
don't feel
Yeah.
like you are a failure or like you are failing at
Yeah. Or
things.
don't get, like, defensive with people, because, like, that happens
Yeah.
all the time to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're literally just learning.
Yeah.
You're always going to be constantly learning in life.
Uh-huh.
It's never going to stop.
Yeah.
So, just accept, like, she was very nice about it.
That's
I
good.
was talking to her about some things, and she was like, "Oh my God, I never thought about it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for informing me about this and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how you're supposed to take things that are not like completely right,
Yeah.
or you like just learned about.
Exactly. Like, it happens to me all the time. Like, I'll get proven wrong about something that I rather saw in the news or just thought about. And sometimes I'll, like, get defensive with people, like, which is just a habit. Like, it's not,
Mhm.
like, really, like, what I mean. It just comes out that way. Or you
Yeah.
could say something, like, that you didn't mean to, and you're like, oh, crap. But now if I, like, go back and say I'm sorry, then I look bad, but, things
Yes,
happen.
the whole my reputation
Yeah, my
comes in.
reputation, it's ruined now. No. Go back and apologize, guys. It's
Yes,
okay.
it's not ruined,
No.
okay? The fact that you are accepting it is just you're building yourself,
Yeah.
You're
Improve.
it's new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, even I had moments, especially when people who argue with me,
Oh, yeah.
that like they might be right, but like if they the way they
Mm-hmm.
talk to you
Mm-hmm.
just triggers
Oh,
you. Like they
gosh.
talk
Yeah.
to you like in a way where it's like, okay, why are you being so dumb right
Oh,
now?
my God.
I don't like that tone.
They, like, point me out and, like, cornered me. I'm like, no, I
Yes,
don't like that.
exactly. And I feel like that's what triggers most
Oh,
people
yeah.
to get defensive
Mhm.
or rude or something like that.
Yes, I agree. It does happens all the time. It needs to stop.
Yeah, but like, the main thing that I really want you guys to do is whenever you find yourselves in those situations,
Mhm.
I want you to look at that as like a learning opportunity, a learning experience. And
Yeah.
kind of like, I just want you to not hate on yourself because you didn't know that. You're not a book, okay?
No.
And you don't know everything.
Mm-mm.
And that's okay. No one knows everything.
No, no, not one bit. Like, I suck at math and I'm okay with it. Like,
Oh yeah, we're talking about that yesterday.
yeah. Like, literally, guys, okay, you need to, like, tell us if you've ever had this experience before. But,
This
okay.
one's gonna be a funny one.
Oh my God. So in middle school or even still in high school, whatever, like, age you are in grade, this happens all the time.
Yes. If this didn't happen to you, you did not have a
No,
childhood.
you
I'm
did
telling you.
not one
Yeah.
bit. You'd sit at the table or like whatever, and you'd try to do your homework. And then you would have rather your brother or your dad, your mom, whoever is good at math, come and try to help you, okay? And you just wouldn't get it, and you'd cry at the table for hours, and it would take you hours
Yes.
just to finish 10 problems.
Oh my god. No, especially with the dads. Like I don't know
I don't know.
why, but they just get
I know.
so irritated. And then that made like I was when I was a kid, we used to sit at like in the living room,
Uh-huh.
okay? And the entire house would be quiet and it would just be me and my dad.
Yeah.
They would turn off the TV, they would turn off everything, and they would just sit and
Yeah.
I'm just like, you're putting so much pressure on
I
me. I don't like
know.
this.
Oh, I used to have a tutor for math, and I cried every time I went because I felt embarrassed that I didn't know it. Like, literally, as you said, like yesterday, you went, if you put out 1 + 1 to me, I would not know.
Yes, because at that moment, like even the simplest things seem
Yeah.
so
Oh
hard.
my gosh, yes. My brain would freeze and would freak out. Like, not my topic, guys.
You know, I actually used to. This is like off topic, but
It's okay.
fun fact about me. You don't know this either, so this is gonna be
Oh
news to
boy,
you.
my reaction time, guys. Oh, what do I not know about you?
So when I was like I think I was in fourth grade. Yeah, I think I was in fourth grade.
Okay.
So I used to go to this tutoring thing to learn like this language, like an Indian language.
Okay.
And it was like I hated it so much.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hate it so much. So my grandma, well, I guess it's more of a story, but whatever.
It's
So my
okay. We
grand,
love that. Randomness.
yeah.
I'm intrigued.
So my grandma would pick me up because she used to live with us at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and there used to be this little like bakery thing, okay, where they had like cute little pastries and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So to like reward me and stuff, she would
Uh-huh.
take me there every day and buy me like I don't know a piece of cake or like a little
Oh.
pastry. It was the sweetest thing, and I miss it so much.
Aw, that's so sweet. Like,
I
I
know.
loved whenever we were little and we'd get rewarded for doing a good thing or finishing like a math problem. Like, oh, I love it.
Now it's like, oh look, you did that math problem. Well, guess what? You have more things to do. So
Exactly.
move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No rewards here. Not at all.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of okay. So yesterday I got I would quote reward if we're going to be saying that. So like yesterday was the last day for my junior year of high school. Woo woo, someone's a senior over here. And so I have an obsession with succulents, guys. An obsession.
Oh, yes. I know that one.
I got like 8 right now, or like 7. I don't know. I can't even count them. There's too much. Not too much yet. I mean, my room's not full with them. But so,
Yeah.
So yesterday, my dad at night, he like walked over and he was like, "Hey, I have a surprise for you." And I'm like, "Ooh, surprise! I like the sound of that." And he walked over with this like very, very cute jar of like succulents. And so he walked over with this really cute, it was like a bigger pot of like 4 succulents in it, different types. And I was like, oh my God. And
That's so cute.
yeah. And oh, the funny part is about like being a high school senior now, my mom, she gets so emotional over the little things. I love it though. And
But
yeah.
it's crazy that we're seniors now.
I know. And she started crying, and I was like, Mom. And so my brother said she's not going to be crying at your graduation. She's going to be all cried out. And I said, oh my gosh. It happened to him too.
That is so sweet.
I loved it. It was funny too. Because I looked over and she started making the face like you're going to cry. And I was like, Mom, no.
Wow, though, like we're gonna graduate like in year, like 1 school year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yay.
Yay.
I'm proud. High school is not my favorite at the moment.
Yeah.
But
college only gets harder.
That's true. That's very true. I mean, I can't wait to like actually get out and like real world.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a new thing, I feel
Yeah.
like.
I
Yeah.
want to feel responsible. I mean, one more year and I'm a adult, so technically I make my own decisions. So
Yes. You could also be tried as an adult,
that's
so don't do
also
stupid
true. So
things.
yes, that's up, we're down for that.
Yeah, I mean, don't do stupid things.
I
I can
won't.
bail you out, but like I don't want to,
Yeah, that's a lot of
so don't go
money.
to jail.
Hey, what
Yeah.
would I do even like
I don't know, sis. You can take your hippie voice and go somewhere.
my
I don't know.
my hippie voice? You tell me that you have like such a deep voice in the morning.
Oh yeah, like okay, before basically guys, what happened was before we started recording this, she had like such a hippie voice,
Oh
according
my,
to her words,
yeah,
not
yeah,
mine.
yeah, yeah.
And I had like such a deep voice. It sounded like a freaking guy. It was
No,
terrible.
it didn't sound like a guy, but it was deep.
Yes, it was very deep. But you know, we're all good now. We're Gucci.
Oh, no, we bougie.
We bougie. Okay, okay. We have to get back on topic now. Okay, so what was I gonna say?
Something about being an adult.
Oh right, stressful. So, talking about being an adult and stuff, it is a very stressful thing to be an adult. Like at our
Mhm.
age, we're always like, oh my God, I want to be an adult. I want to go
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and blah, and blah. Yes, that's all fun, but you also got bills to pay.
Uh,
You got responsibilities. You got a job. It's,
yeah.
it's stressful.
It's so stressful, guys. Like as you said, you were like, "Oh yeah, we're all looking forward to being an adult because we have more responsibilities, we can do more
Mm-hmm.
things, we can vote." Like, yes. I totally agree with you. Like, whenever you become an adult, like I know this or not, but I can kind of see that people would get too like wound up in their own kind of like business life or like family life, not really with their own like emotions, and like they can't really like think for themselves about, this is wrong. Like I don't know how to deal with this situation if some like event happened, like say you went to a funeral or something and you're like not really expressing emotions very well, or just like you don't have anything, you're like blank face and you're like what's going on with me, and like you
Yeah.
can't really cope with that, and you don't really like have anybody to like talk to about that per se. Like, what if you did though? That's really great, you know and sometimes it can be very stressful to like not have anybody to talk to about those situations, like if you don't want to talk to you about your family, if it is dealing with your family situation or whatever it is. But if you can find somebody to talk to, that is amazing, always helps. But some
Yes.
people just don't know how to like deal with like emotions within that region.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think even for like not only adults, but like, teenagers or like little kids, they have trouble expressing their emotions. Not all of them,
Mhm.
some of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, okay, so a little story time, I guess.
Oh, we love it.
But so most people, like, would you say it was emotional? Because like a lot of
No,
people I know, no, okay.
you're not like that was so straightforward, but no, I don't think so. Like you don't
Okay, yeah.
really show that much,
Well,
like every
my
emotion.
parents think I'm emotional.
Oh,
Um,
really?
but yeah, I don't think I am.
I don't think you really are. Like,
Yeah.
not that I've seen. No.
Yeah, yeah. But like okay, so basically when I was a kid or when I was growing up, the whenever I needed to like cry or whenever I need to express my emotions,
Yeah.
I was always told don't cry and
Mm,
all of the those things that like kind of taught me to suppress my emotions. And I'm like in my mind I subconsciously tell myself that I'm only allowed to express my emotions if I'm happy. If it's
mm,
any other emotions, like we don't need to talk about that. We can
wow.
put that on the. I don't know. I think it's just the way I was,
Raised,
raised.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like to see that, like, you were raised in like a different country, so like they had different standards for
Mhm.
like, this is the way you should act and all of that. Like,
Yeah.
when I was little, like I don't really remember quite much, but um But like all I can pretty much like remember is like, you know, I my mom is like so like strong, and so she tells me all the time like if you like, you know, fall down, you get back up, clean it up, and you go back to whatever you were doing. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Like I wasn't really told like not to express emotions, but more
Hmm.
of like don't be like a baby, you know, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
yeah, just don't like, you know, be like those girls that are always crying over like the littlest things or
Yes.
whatever. Like
Yes.
I was never like that. Like now I see like random stories on like Snapchat or whatever of like these like TikTok girls. Oh my god, I broke up with this guy. I'm like, whatever, get over it.
I know. I'm like, you're 15. Calm
Yeah,
down.
exactly. Like that's now how I react to things, which is good though. I actually kind of like that because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm glad my mom raised me that way.
Yeah, like it's really nice to be, not crying over everything. And I was like I was not told don't cry for all of them. I was raised the same way, like, that your mom raised you. Like
Yeah.
they told me to not cry for little things and,
Hmm.
get up when you fall down because that's
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do. And
Exactly.
you don't have time to dwell on like
Uh-huh.
little things,
Oh
right?
yeah. Mhm.
But I think like subconsciously because I've been told so many times
Uh-huh.
that I kind of just understood it in a way where it was like you can't cry for anything.
Mm. That's
So
interesting
yeah, I
to hear
know.
that.
Like it's weird,
Hmm.
but like you said, it's a good thing. I don't cry for all the little things anymore.
Yeah, like I've only seen you cry like once.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I don't know how. But like I think we
I
were in
don't
middle
remember either.
school.
So yeah, let's go back to what I was talking about. Um
It's
so
Benedict.
yeah, subconscious. So, yeah, like, subconsciously, I kind of just like, I guess I told myself I can't express my emotions, so it's my fault. But let's work on that, all of that later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the way that you were raised is like different, but that's okay. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong at all. But like, you know, people just express their emotions in different ways, and that's just life, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you can't control that.
You're talking about like, I was actually, so in my country, like in India, I think girls are raised with like more of a you can do whatever, like you can not do whatever. No, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying you can like express. I feel like they're raised in like a softer environment,
Uh-huh.
but and my dad and my mom, they wanted to raise me to be like strong and like self-sufficient and
Love.
independent. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why the whole don't cry for all of this, because I feel like other people in my country, they were not raised the same way I was.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. That's actually really cool to see that, you know, like you're
Hmm.
different being raised than others. I love that. And it's really interesting. Like, that's the first time I've heard about that, you know? And
Yeah.
so just like kind of reflecting on that, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
Because,
I know. I
like,
kind of threw a lot on her right now.
that's all right. That's all right. Well, that's what we need. But yeah, I love like how people were like kind of raised, influence like are like their own self love for themselves.
Hmm.
Self love for themselves, guys. Yeah, that kind of went together. But yeah, it kind of like influences how you kind of treat yourself and like how you love yourself. Do you do anything to kind of like influence that, make it like better? Or if you know you get like down about yourself, like how certain ways you get back up and all of that.
And I feel like, honest, okay, this is gonna sound a little dark, I guess.
Keep
But
going.
I just want you guys to know that you're gonna be there for you all the time.
Hmm.
So it's really important. Like that. Why wouldn't you love the person that's with you all the time?
I know. Because like
I.
in the future, like it'll be basically just you if you
Hmm.
think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm like the youngest of my family, so like literally it's just gonna be me. And if I end up alone,
I'll
oh
be
boy.
there.
Yes, Sanjana, come over. Let's self love together.
Yes, but like I think it's really important for people to love themselves first
Hmm.
and foremost
Yeah.
because you can't do other things for other people if you can't do something for you, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Like part of the time of my day, like I'm with my family a lot, and like
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, you know what, I need some like self love time, like time to
Mhm.
myself, just, a lot has happened or like nothing's happened at all, whatever it is, you always need that like an hour, 2 hours, however, a day, I don't care, whatever it is, to
Yeah.
just like, de-stress, whatever you need to do, like
Mhm.
meditate, watch some TV, Queer Eye, like whatever it is, guys. Like you need to do that for yourself and like kind of be selfish in that moment because
Yes.
you can't really be that selfish in your life sometimes about things, and that's
Mhm.
the time you need to.
Yeah, and selfish, like that's not always a bad thing.
No,
You
not one.
have to put yourself first at times because that's what you need.
Uh,
I don't want you guys or I don't want myself to do stuff for like I don't know, like for someone else before I do something for me.
mhm.
I don't want you to put like other people before yourself.
Yes, I get that. Because,
Mhm.
you know how there's always that saying, like, put others before yourself or whatever.
Mhm.
And like sometimes that's true, but in this situation, we're like really trying to focus on just you and whatever it may be, like taking just a step out of the day, going outside, even,
Yeah.
like I've had those days, trust me. Like in the past week, I've had a day where
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? Oh, you know what? It's a little too overwhelming right now. Let me just take a step outside. And I literally was in my Uggs and I walked outside in my yard, sat in a lawn chair, and just sat there for a good 30 minutes and was like, that's what I needed. And like, don't bring your phone with you guys. If you bring your phone, no, don't
Yes.
do that. If you're
Well,
trying
I
to
mean, if you want to listen to music, you can bring it.
Oh
But
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. But
I
like,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't want you to get distracted because, first of all, social media is not always amazing for you.
Oh no,
Okay,
especially.
It kind of makes you do the opposite of self love
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
Mhm.
But I think like recently it has upped its game. There's a lot of like self love on there and all of
Mhm.
that. But you never know what triggers you to kind of start going down that dark path of not liking yourself.
Mhm. Exactly. So if you guys are gonna take anything out of this entire episode, which I think is probably gonna be longer than normal, but it's okay. I want you to take out of this that you are amazing. You're beautiful. You can do anything that you set your mind to, guys. I know people say that a lot, but it's
Hmm.
true. It is so true. And like we're still learning about this, your self-love. It's a struggle. It doesn't happen instantly, but it will happen once you like put the effort into it that you need to.
Hmm.
And once you do that, you'll be pretty much set. And things will be, getting back together. I know, especially during this time, can be very, very stressful. Trust me, I've
Yes.
been through it. But just take a step out of like what the world's doing right now and just focus on yourself and how you're doing and just check up on yourself.
Definitely. And if you feel like you can't talk to anyone about anything,
Hmm.
we're always here. Your friends are always there for you, even though it doesn't seem like that all the time. They are, trust me. And yeah, like just take that away. That's the most important thing we have to
Yeah.
say for this episode. Love yourself with all you have because you are there no
Mhm.
matter what for yourself.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to us. You can always come talk to us on Instagram at DoTellOfficial. And make sure you give us a follow, subscribe, and rate it and write a review for us.